My name is Marshall Pynkoksy. I'm co-artistic director and one of the founding artistic directors of Opera Atelier, along with my partner Jeanette La Jeunesse Zing. We first encountered Lully's Persee when Jeanette and I were teaching at the Centre for Baroque Studies in Versailles. On a regular basis, the scholars at the Centre for Baroque Studies would bring music to us from the 17th century, music that had not been published in modern notation. And we'd be asked if this was something interesting for us to experiment with. We were working with a number of the finest young singers in France at the time. One time when we were there, they brought us one of the acts from Lully's Persee. We'd never heard of it before. But it was the Medusa scene, the scene in which Perseus kills the monster Medusa. We took for granted it was going to be extremely dramatic, very violent, and we were flabbergasted. We discovered it was incredibly camp, outrageous humor, just like a Shakespeare play, a real gravedigger scene in the middle of a fantastic, extremely heroic opera and ballet. We put our hands on the original manuscript. We had it turned into modern notation here in Toronto. We created our own performing edition. We produced Persee in its entirety. It was instantly a huge success. We produced it a second time, and it was turned into a DVD that sold internationally and a national broadcast. And now we've been invited to bring it to the Royal Opera House at Versailles. This is the opera house that was created to celebrate the wedding of Marie Antoinette and the future Louis XVI, the most beautiful opera house in the world. It played in that opera house to celebrate Marie Antoinette's wedding, and it's never been there again. So this is an historic event for us, an historic event for France. Opera Atelier, all of Tafel Music, all of our singers and dancers, all of our designers, 80 people going to France to present this in the Royal Opera House for the first time since Marie Antoinette's wedding. Unbelievable.